Greetings, Zombie Slayers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid Arctic, Episode 29, Impact. Let's see, can I find another clothing store? And I'll mark this one down as cleared. It's tough, man. There's just not much out here. I bet near the water, there's going to be a lot of little clothing stores. Let me quickly x-ray my way up there. There's some stores that I can't tell if they're clothing stores. They have like shelves, but no obvious mannequins, which doesn't scream clothing necessarily. And unless there's signage, you know, it's anyone's guess or if they have been there before. Hey, Moles, thank you for the resub. Oops. Let's see, is there signage? No, it's without signage. So I may give up on this this goal here unless I can find some additional points of interest to hit up. There is a clothing store next to the Havisham Hotel and Suites. A very, very small one. There's two of them. So I'm going to mark them down now on the map. So the Havisham is... so the clothing stores would be here, I think. These are just tentative locations, but I believe one is here. And the other one is here. Those are both clothing stores. Where else? Right next to the hit vids I marked. The one near the mall. Is that the hit vids you mean? No, I don't think that's what you mean. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, there's one next to the hit vids. It is right there. That's clothing as well. Given the time of day, like how it's past dinner, I think I'm probably going to give up on this task for today. But if you want me to scarf hunt, I can always continue at a later point. I need to be better about hiding my poles, though. So, what to do tomorrow? We can continue raiding clothing store, raid fire stations, build stairs to the generators, build entry stairs, wall up the pool house windows, get gasoline, or... yeah. And then if you guys want to submit viewer suggestions, you are welcome to add it for the next day. Another actual place that would, now that I think about it, a place that would be very likely to have winter clothing would be self-storage containers, units. In the past, I tend to find like scarves and gloves and other warm clothing in those container units. I think even at a much higher rate than clothing stores. So they would even be a better potential location to raid, in my opinion. Like, so much better. So that's a lead that I could follow up on, if you want. Figured it was time to check on the traps. Yep, I caught something. I can hear it rattling. So I might eat nice tonight. Ooh, and an annotated map of Muldra. Well, I'll keep it, but I don't care. Dead rabbit. Zombies, get away from my traps. Piss off of the traps. I don't have worms, unfortunately, to... Oh, you know what? I do have a... No. I don't know if digging to remove grass will give me worms, though. So 2 birds and 1 rabbit. 3 birds and 1 rabbit? Yep, 3 birds, 1 rabbit. Not bad. I mean, one of the traps broke, but, like, you know, that's kind of inedible. That's what happens. Cool. Well, we're eating meat tonight. You guys want me to build stairs to the generator. Copy that. Nothing like a little bit of a murder van. Butchering while I drive. I feel like that's a Florida man thing to do, but I'm in Kentucky. I need to park that trailer somewhere better. That's a terrible spot. Florida man, Kentucky man are very close breed. Yeah, I think you're right. No offense to any Kentuckians, but I think the generalized Southern man, Florida man is just like Southern man on meth or something. You know, it's very similar to the rest of what you'll find in the South, plus some extra drugs. Maybe that's an unfair description, but that's the one I'm going with. And also, the state that I live in is not exempt from that description. I think the North Carolina man is not that far off. So you're a guy from Florida who lives in Kentucky? Well, then you are the perfect person to ask if it's an unfair stereotype or not. So, shall we stew? I want to make a stew of things that I sourced myself. I know that I have tons of, like, canned goods, but I'm going to create a stew from the rabbit meat. Game stew. I'll put the cabbage away. And the birds. Or rather, grab the cabbage, put the birds away. I don't have a microwave, though, do I? So if I want to thaw this cabbage so I can cook with it, I have to put it in the stove. It's weird. I mean, it will work, but it's weird. And while that thaws out, I will add some salt. And some olive oil. And that's about it. That's still frozen. All right, let's see about this shelf. Do I have pepper? I do have stock. Where would that stock be coming from? I'll add the stock. Oh, bouillon cube, I think. Yeah, it's just bouillon cube, so. All right, there it is. The culinary masterpiece that is rabbit and cabbage stew. Once cooked, it should get me pretty full, so I'm gonna grab all 4 bowls. But yeah, this is peak survival in the super winter. How are there rabbits out there? I have no idea. Or birds? Yeah, forget it. Actually, birds can survive in pretty cold temperatures, and so can snow hare, but still. I'm not saying it makes sense, but the mod doesn't cover animal spawn chance or anything like that. Yeah, there are magical Arctic rabbits that just like showed up from the Arctic. Sounds good to me. Sounds spot on. Can't think of any logical fallacies for that. So each bowl of stew is 23 hunger. Not bad. I'm not currently hungry, though, so we'll store it for later. Rabbits from Canada move south to escape the even colder temperatures up there. Perfect. One thing occurs to me before I go to sleep. I might as well sew in as much padding as I can. Because I have tons of leather, and I've already read my tailoring book, if I recall. So this will raise my protection by a few percents. I think I already got the long johns, yeah. Alright, so that's it. Belt, waist, okay, yep. Yep. But yeah, that'll be it adds up. You know, as you layer up, it definitely adds up. So I'll check the protection percents in the morning. So if you were wondering, body is a little bit better protected. We're pushing 75 scratch for groin, thighs, arms. Shins are still low, hands are still low, neck is still low, but like without a scarf, you know, that's as good as it's going to get, really. But not terrible numbers. And I think it's time for a stew. Wow, 1 bowl and I'm full to bursting. So I'm thinking about where to put the stairs, right? And I'm thinking maybe like here along this back wall going up. Seems reasonable-ish. That way it's not in the way, but it is convenient for me to get up without having to hook up a ladder every time. Something like that, right? So if I want to build this, I am going to need to knock out some of the ceiling panels to make room for it. Hey, bud. So it's really just one tile to the southeast is it. And what I'm planning on doing is enclosing the staircase, just because it will make sense enclosed. And then to put it within walls and like a roof up top. Once it's ready. I don't recall how many roof tiles I have to remove for it, though. I'll start with 2 and then work my way up. While I'm up here. It could use fueling, but like not quite yet. One thing I do eventually want to get done, I had mentioned before, but I'll mention again, is to replace all the walls in the pool house, all the glass ones, with non-glass, and then to plaster and paint them up. I think it would look nice. Okay, so it looks to me like I need to remove 1 more to the southwest to put stairs here. I'm so tempted to just jump in the hole the fast way down. At this height, it wouldn't kill me. It just hurt a little. Nope. 1 more spot? Oh, no. I was just standing in the way. Here we go. Perfect. The only hesitation I have about building the door frames and all that stuff is that the level of carpentry I am is not very high. And I probably should have read more of the carpentry book before even doing this. Rip. But the level of carpentry that I am is not particularly high, which means that the beauty of the project is kind of low. But I'm going to power through this carpentry book to get more bang for my buck as I complete the staircase. It's sticking in the hallway? What do you mean by that? Oh, I mean, I see what you mean. It's not blocking anything, though. Plus, I can't really go out that way very far, because all the floors are removed. It's the danger zone. So as far as all skill books go, farming really needs to get read. As does cooking, but I think first aid, electrical is about to level up. Mechanics, tailoring, it's all been read. So farming's the next big one. The random weird black things is just a visual bug, yeah. Yeah, if I exited to menu and then came back inside, it would look normal. Anytime I take water from it, it looks crazy like that. But I set up rain barrels, so I don't have to take water from it anymore. So it's gonna eventually look normal. Hey, Zero. How's it going today, dude? That was weird. I got like an error trying to shout you out. It was like, no data returned. Excuse me, I'm pretty sure the shout out worked. Ex Anima for another day. Man, you're really digging in that game, huh? The longest I've seen you play... well, that's not true. You play a lot of, Spire, but still. More than most of the other games you've played a lot of. How's it going? Right now, if you're wondering, I am just trying to build stairwell. You're still trying to complete the career mode? It gets very hard. That whole game looks like frustratingly hard. In not a terrible way. But it definitely looks like one of those games that, if it was on console, it would be the cause of a lot of broken controllers, I'll put it that way. Talio. How's Zombie Apocalypse going? Pretty good. It's ridiculously cold out, and I am just working on some quality of life base improvements. I tried to do a little clothing shopping, and it didn't go so well. Could not, for the life of me, find a scarf. But then I remembered I was probably looking in the wrong place, so mayhaps we go clothing shopping again. Right now, I'm just trying to build stair access up to my roof. Oh, what? Where are you wait, these windows open? No. I'm so confused. Another thing I need to do before I forget is to sort of count up how much fuel I've got, because I don't want to run stove out. $35 hours, okay. That's not critical then. Is there a way to, like, remove... I know that I have it stuck right in the bushes, which is kind of a terrible idea. But it's a little late to fix it. So tomorrow I'll put the finishing touches on it. And then I might spend the remainder of the day either reading books or... maybe going to storage units to try to find scarves. You dig the location? Well, thank you. It's definitely a strange one. Just a little, like, pool house building. But it suited all my needs. Somewhat isolated. Glass roof. A place to put a farm down. It's warm, but that's because of the stove. My happy little home. Oh, cheers. With unlimited water. Yeah, exactly. Now, if only I could swim. That'd be nice. Oh, really? You grab that stack. Cute. Yeah, I have not... I don't watch a ton of other people playing PZ, but I've definitely never seen anyone try to live in here. Because it's just a weird spot. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just a strange spot to pick. Because it does lack a lot of advantages. Another thing that I could do is... Because I had up on the poles building entryways. I wanted to show you a really neat way to build an entryway, which I could implement that as a way to get to my the parking garage underneath. Okay, I see the problem. This is 2 stories up. No, don't jump that! Oh my god. And I have a fracture again. I know I was at like a 45-degree angle. You would think that he would know to grab the way that wouldn't fracture his bones. But like, apparently fracturing bones is what he wants to do. Man, in the future, if I ever live on a multi-story building, I just need to bite the bullet and have fast wound healing, because I fall like it's nobody's business. And in this case, I might have not hurt myself, but I'm full of wood planks for construction, which basically guaranteed me busting myself open. We're gonna need a fracture counter? I know. And that just, like, makes me sad. Alright, can you just smash this stupid window? Not with your god... Why do you... with the crowbar! Alright, well, we are going to be power leveling first aid. Because, you know... I seem to be doing a lot of self-harm. Oh, and I still need to sledge this open? No! What do you... God! You monkey! That is not... Okay, well, you know. I'm gonna die from frickin' moving... yeah. My character's gonna die from stupidity here. Earning myself a Darwin Award. What's funny is I can't break this window. Like, I just can't. I can't break it from the inside. It's not letting me. Oh, I see what's going on. I'm, like, too encumbered with planks that I can't even pull the sledgehammer out of my backpack. I think is the problem. It's hard to tell. No, don't jump through it. I don't want you to jump. Just grab your sledgehammer. Why am I fighting? What are you doing? Yes, sledge. You have the okay, you have the sledge now. Please, just break the... Yeah. Break the window. Okay, I can't break the window. What I wanted to do, what I was trying to do, is to put a roof on this stairwell, but, like, I can't. Because of the way the game is. Because I can't, I can't break these windows without... Oh, here we go. It's letting me now. Look at that. I literally did the same thing I did last time that, like, broke me. And now it's like, oh, yeah, that's fine. I understand. Don't hop through the window and hurt yourself. Oh, magical. Bet my clothing's all bashed up, too. Well, now it has a roof. I'm not exactly sure which I'm trying to disassemble here. Yep, there we go. It's not maybe the most efficient way to try to get a roof on your staircase, but I know of no better. And I just have to be very careful as I walk back to the building. Come on now. Oh, my forearm's already dirty. I think Victor is very much not happy with life, if I was to interpret his mood at the moment. Forearm's just scratched. In fact, I'm not even that slow. I think the fracture I have is a very minor one that will heal relatively quickly as a result. The good news is we have a stairwell. I don't have a door on this yet. So that'd be the last thing I need to do. Need bubble wrap for me? Yeah, I think so. Oh, good news is, my clothing's fine. None of it got torn from the shenanigans. So how much time do I get on here? 28 hours? The day and a little change. Good thing we went for wood. Even if I hadn't, it's really not that difficult, even with a bad limp, to get wood. Because trees are not too uncommon. Okay, we are good up here. And it's registering as indoors, which is kind of nice. To reduce infection chance, I'm just going to wash up. And then I need to go find, like, a real-life dunce cap. Because I keep leaping to my doom. And feeling a little dumb. Need a nice little pointy dunce. How much armor damage? 0. Didn't take damage. The RNG gods felt very bad for how stupid I was and decided to take mercy, which was kind of nice. Well, I'm feeding the fire a little bit. And then I have to think of... I'll probably pull a subset of the suggestions to make sure that they're reasonable. Because I'm clearly not going to be able to do everything I want to be able to do. I would otherwise want to be able to do, I should say. Because I'm a little bit broken. But now we've got 3 days of fuel. 72 hours and change. Not bad. Current priority is tend the farm. Does heat help with vegetables, or it's just heating for me? It's just heating for me, but I'm role-playing as if the vegetables need it. Because crops in real life would not be flourishing in negative 40 degree. So, plants in regular PZ, like, don't care about temperature at all. This is diseased. Oh, am I so low level I don't know what disease it is? Because I read the magazine, didn't I? Yeah, I read the magazine. It's only seedlings, though, so I don't really care if I have to dig it up. And if you have other suggestions, submit it in the viewer submitted ideas, and I can pull on it once I'm done with the day tending the base. So first pass on these farms will just be diseases. Anything diseased is going to get pulled. So I have young cabbages with pest flies. So let's go make some pesticides. Make flies cure. Did you not? Oh, it has to be empty first. Fine. Jeez. I like how it has to be empty and then I have to fill it. Okay. Just some weird logic there. Alright, so this is disease, but I'm too low level to know how diseased it is, so I'm just going to treat it 5 at a time. Still diseased. Okay, there. Got it cured. This is disease as well. Treat problem doesn't have a treat problem, so I'm gonna guess it's devil's water fungus. Which means it's remove only. Bye-bye. And I'll get something planted back there. This is diseased as well. Okay, I think it was also devil's water fungus. If I was to guess, one spread to the other, and I was just not, you know, I wasn't checking it in time. Cheers. All right, I think that's it. I think that's everything. So I didn't use too much of the insecticide spray. I only have 1 milk, so that means mildew spray I have very little ability to fix, right? Because with 1 milk I can treat like a few plots at best, and only if I catch it really early. So that's something to be cautious about. I would need to go to a milk place. There is actually like a milk store. I don't know why there's a dedicated milk store in Louisville, but there's a dedicated milk store that I could hypothetically stock up on milk if I needed to. I sort of wish there was a way to designate water containers to not be used for watering crops. So it was easier to just water your farm. Because as it is now, it will try to like water the farm with every item that you have that can contain water. Which is annoying because then you're like dumping out your water bottles and that doesn't really make any sense. You bet the milk store smells rank? Well, at the negative 40 degree Fahrenheit, I'm guessing it doesn't smell like anything anymore. Whatever was nasty that would make it smell rotted, it's probably well past frozen now. One of the advantages of the super frozen temperatures we've got going on. Seems like some of the potatoes are about to be ready to go as well, which is nice. My understanding of the farming mechanics, would it be best to fertilize strawberries? Because strawberries don't have to be resown seed-wise between harvests. So are strawberries like the best to fertilize? I don't know. I've never turned down farming yields like I am doing here. So I've never had to like play quote-unquote meta with farming, because farming is pretty easy in default Zomboid to, you know, get as much as you possibly could eat. Alright, that is that. We are all farm tended. As far as I know. Yeah, this Stardew Zomboid. Time for some chicken and cabbage. I will stick 4 worms in my backpack. So if I find myself down where the traps are, I can rebait them without too much trouble. It's not like the worms weigh very much. Oh, that's awkward. I straight up just cooked the chicken. This one will not have spices. This is not a celebration stew. This is a dunce stew, only to be eaten by stupid people who fall off of ledges for the nth time. Flagellation stew. Oh, yes. So, goal for tomorrow. Let me type them all up. Here we go. We've got raid a clothing store, so there's a few more I haven't raided. What I probably will do instead of raiding a clothing store is raiding storage units, because I think they're more likely to have winter gear for me. Raid fire station, build entry stairs, so not stairs up to the generator, but stairs from below that would be made zombie-proof. Wall up the pool house windows with plaster and paint, get gasoline, or set up more sheet ropes, so I stopped killing myself. It's just gonna sit at... Oh, there it goes. Am I in too much pain that I can't sleep? No, okay. I'm not in so much pain that I'll need painkillers to sleep, which is good. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid Arctic, which originally streamed live on Twitch, May 4th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow zombie slayers.